was recently watching a show. Y'all probably are familiar with it. Love is Blind. I've been watching a lot of these shows lately, like Love is Blind, Ready to Love, um, Love Island, even though I just feel like it should be really called Lust Island. I don't see much love going on. It's just a lot of lust, but that's here nor there. But Ready to Love and Love is Blind, those type of shows are based on I'm saying to whoever that I am encountering or that I am talking to with intentional conversations that I am ready, whole, healthy, desiring, very intentional about being in this relationship with someone of the opposite sex. And I'm watching these shows and I have to just shake my head. And I'm not trying to shake my head coming from a judgmental place. Please hear my heart here. It's just like I'm shaking my head because I don't understand. These people sign up for these, audition for these, saying that they're ready for, because I know it's a process. There's an auditioning process. Like, you have to submit yourself. You got to sell yourself. You got to say like, yes, I may have these issues or these insecurities, but I'm still ready for love. And I believe that love is blind and I've done my part. I've done my work. I don't know what they're telling these producers, like what lies essentially they're saying, because when you watch this stuff, it's like a train wreck, and these people are not ready to love. These people are not going in this blind state or experience with the right heart posture. Like, if you are a woman seeking a man, or if you're a man seeking a woman, and you're basically wanting to integrate your single life into a relationship that's going to, I pray, hope, lead to marriage, you have to realize you got a whole independent person, yes. But when you're saying, I want to come together with somebody, you got to put your independence to the back burner, because now you can't just be thinking about yourself. You have to think about that other person. Like, this isn't the first time anybody, like, if you at a certain age, we're not talking about high schoolers here. We're talking about grown people. You have dated other people in the past. You knew, like, you had to put them first sometimes. You had to deny yourself. You had to humble yourself. You had to come to a compromise. You had to think like, okay, am I allowing this man to be a man to me? I say I want a man, but then when I get the man, I'm not letting the man be the man.
Like, you're not allowing that man to be a man. I just watched in this last episode for the Love is Blind UK. I forgive me, y'all, I don't know their names because I'm not that deeply invested, because when I say I be fast forwarding through some of these episodes, because it's just so cringy and uncomfortable to watch how these individuals who have all these high hopes, they're saying they have all these high hopes, but yet they're not thinking about this stuff in real world sense, in real world terms. So I think her name, it started with an A. I'm sorry. And his name is Jed. And when they first started their journey, it seemed like they were a match. Like, they complement, they are looks compatible, they got similar backgrounds. So it just seemed like they made sense, right? So she comes from a long line of independent, strong women. She was a foreigner in the land, so they had to fend for themselves. So that's all she know. Okay, great, that's wonderful, that's beautiful. But you're saying when you step into this process that you want a man. Men are providers. Men are hunters. Men are the caregivers. They make sure you good. So you have a man, this Jed person, he, at least is this what he's portraying. He's like, I want to take care of you. I don't want you to pay for anything. I want to open your door. I want to, make sure that you have everything that you need. Probably to the point where he probably like, you don't even have to work if you don't want to. That's how much I want to make sure that you're good. And what I struggle with a lot of women today is, it's like, what's wrong with y'all? That's like, what is wrong with y'all? And I say that with all respect. I'm not saying you don't just be a bum, lay on your back and don't do nothing. But because you can still be out here getting your own bag and living your life. Like, that's a man that really loves you and supports you. He's going to support your dreams. He's not going to here to hinder you or stop you in any way. Okay, we're not talking about them type of man. We're talking about a man that's rooted in God, that follows God, that knows that he has a brilliant wife, woman of God, and he knows that God places something, just like he got something placed on his heart, she got something placed on her heart, that she is here also to glorify God, whatever that may be. Whether it is in fashion, whether it is a speaking engagement, whether it is a nonprofit, whatever it is that God has placed on her heart to do, that man is going to support her. That man is going to help her along the way. That's the man I'm talking about. So what I'm confused on, you get these men who's like, I want you to still be strong, beautiful, independent, but yet at the same time, I'm here as a man. I want to provide for you. I want to protect you. I am here to cover you. I am here to make sure that you are good. And I'm just so confused, like, when these women get these men that they're saying that they want, but no, they don't really want that. They don't really want that. It always comes with certain terms and conditions, and you cannot do that when you're walking in relationships with somebody that is whole, that has their own set of guidelines and rules and how they manage their lives. Like, y'all got to come together in some type of compromise and some type of understanding. Otherwise, don't go on these shows saying that you want this, and it's very clear nobody want to do the work. Nobody want to take the time to heal. Nobody want to actually sit down with somebody that specializes in relationships, that is, I believe, should be married, should be following God. That should be their principle. I don't talk about relationships like that, y'all, because, I am desiring certain things, and this is what I'm saying, because this is why I don't talk about this stuff, because it's like, I'm a single woman. I'm not finna give no other single woman any advice on relationship as a single woman. I'm a woman of God, absolutely. We can talk about it, we can navigate it, but I believe like married women should be talking to single women as far as like what to expect, what to be looking out for, what to like, you need to get in alignment with them to help you like readjust. Because if your mindset wants to shift to be a wife, you got to start thinking like a wife, you got to start dressing like a wife, you got to be a wife, okay? Present yourself as a wife if that is your desire. And I'm not saying you got to dim your light, you got to silence yourself. That's not a man of God. That's from the devil. Those are counterfeits. God does not want you to silence yourself. And when we hear that word submit, I'm telling you right now, absolutely you should submit to your husband, because your husband should be submitted to God. It's no different than you right now, single woman. You're submitted to God. So you're under the covering when you get married to that man who should be submitted to God. He's not going to be treating you or talking to you any type of way, because he got to answer to God. And number one, at the end of the day, before y'all even knew each other, you were God's daughter. You are God's daughter. So he can't mishandle you. God's not going to listen to any man that's mishandling his daughter. Read your Bible, okay? It's there. It says it. So submit yourselves as you have submitted unto the Lord. If he's chasing after Jesus, that's the man you need to be focusing on. If he's chasing after the desires of this world, like how good he look, or what kind of car he driving, how many people following him, watching him, if he worrying about worldly things, that's not the man for you, and he was not sent by God, period. Woman of God, man of God, if she all she cares about how she look, how much money you giving her, she's not considerate of you, she's not thoughtful, it's all about her. She's selfish, she's greedy, she's inconsistent. That go both ways. We got to stop giving these people excuses and accesses to our lives. And you got to ask yourself these tough questions. What value are they bringing to me? Are they bringing confusion?
Are their actions not matching their words? And people operate so subliminal, you almost don't even catch it. That's why you got to have the Holy Spirit with you and guiding you, and you got to be checking in with him. I'm talking about all day long. And especially when you get around people that you just feel the Decepticonness on your spirit about them. But I'm just saying, y'all, we really have to, women, and this could be directed towards men. Please take the time, seek God. Seek God first before you say you want to be in a relationship with anybody. Because God's going to help you navigate any of your shortcomings, your flaws, your insecurities, anything that you know that you need to be working on with. You need to seek God first. Don't get in a relationship with Jesus first before you even think about getting in a relationship with a man. Because you're not going to be, or a woman, you are going to ruin another relationship when you do not seek God first. And I stand on that, all 10 toes down. You will ruin that relationship because your insecurities are going to come. Your doubts and your fears and your past is going to come. You got to seek God for healing for that. And that does not happen overnight. It takes some people, it takes years. Some people, it takes some months. But however long, because God know the process that you and him are going to work on. I don't need to know. Nobody else needs to know. It's nobody else's business. That's between you and the Lord. But your priority is, I need to sit down with God, my Bible, a good journal, a ink pen, write these things down, ask the tough questions, reflect on who I am right now, and what I allowed in the past and what I don't want to do in the future, because my desire is to have a healthy, whole marriage. The goal is a healthy marriage. Allow that man to be a man and allow that woman to be a woman of God. It's just when I say it's painful, not painful. It's just cringy to watch, because it's just like they lying to themselves. They lying to themselves, and then they think, and then they pulling people into their lives when they go publicly and saying, I'm ready for this, and they know darn well they not ready. She wouldn't even, she pulled out her card like she was ready to pay, and this about to be your husband. What you pulling out your card for? I'm not saying if y'all have an agreement on that, and he, I don't know what man would agree to that, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all doing it together, that's one thing. But if this man is letting you know, I don't want you to pay for nothing, baby. I'm going to take care of everything. When we go out, I'm just telling you right now, I'm old school. I like to do stuff like this. Let that man be a man. Let that man pay for it. Ain't no way. Because he wants your money to go to whatever business you got going, whatever you want to buy for yourself, whatever you may want to buy for him. That's what he want. But when it comes to providing for y'all, let that man be a man. I don't know what's wrong with these women. I don't know. I don't subscribe to that. I let men be let men be men. You want to open my door? You want to compliment me? You want to pay for our meal? I'm going to let you do it. And when it's time for me to show up in my softness and my femininity, I'm going to do that. We both got roles to play. I'm going to let that man take out the trash. I'm going to let that man fix my car, do my oil change, put gas in it. I'm doing this stuff now because right now I'm a single woman. But when my man come, you got it, baby. I'm going to sit back in my soft era, my soft girl life, because I haven't had the opportunity to do that, because I have to do everything for myself. Otherwise, it won't get done. But when that comes, please, I'm going to let that man be a man. Because I have sat down, and I'm not saying this to brag, and if you're thinking I'm saying this to brag, unsubscribe from my channel right now. You are not meant to be here with me, and that's God bless you, and that's okay. And I mean that. I am speaking to the women. I am speaking to the men who have taken the time. We're not public with this thing because what happened to us, and the public wasn't in it when it happened. When we were in these broken states, these failed states, these pathetic states in our lives, the public wasn't there. They didn't care that you was in pain. Only God cared. Only God showed up. So you know the time that you have spent with him, and you don't have to justify anything to anybody. And if they say, oh, well, what did you do? Get away from them. Find the first exit to stage left or right and get out of there. Look for the fire escapes if you have to. Get away from people like that make you feel like your process or your journey, they try to minimize it. Get away from them. Get away from them. Period. Because you don't deserve that, beloved. You just don't. You don't. So, as you sat down and you process through all of your history, all of your triggers and traumas with God, however long that may be, and God is going to provide that man, that woman in his perfect timing. You don't need no help. You don't need nobody trying to set you up. You don't need nobody running interference, because when God does it, only God's going to get the glory for this, for your marriage. Okay? Only he said, God don't share his glory with nobody. And that is offense to God when people be trying to force you to into relationships because they don't feel comfortable with your singleness, which is weird. But you got people like that. That is offense to God. God told me that. No. They think I can't provide for you. They think I'm not going to, when it's that time for you to be in a relationship, they don't, what? That's what I'm watching. I just feel this right now. All I have done for my daughter and my son, you think I'm not going to do this as well? All right. Let me show them. That's all just wait. Just keep waiting. Just wait, because I know you will. People going to wait because they want to see, because they nosy. But you have done the work, beloved. And your time is coming. And what we say here, we gonna wait well. We gonna wait well. We got plenty. God has given us plenty to do. And when that happens, it happens. And God will only get the glory for it. Not man, not woman. God's gonna get the glory for this union that he's about to bring into your life, beloved. Because you have done the work. I love y'all so much. I know this was kind of all over the place, but I hope somebody was able to take something from it and receive something from it. Wait well. And remember to cast all your cares unto the Lord. He will sustain you. He will not let the righteous fall. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, my lovelies.